What if I told you that two criminals once tried to steal Abraham Lincoln's dead body and hold it for ransom, and they almost got away with it? This isn't some conspiracy theory or urban legend. This actually happened, and the story is absolutely bonkers. Hey everyone, welcome back to History Crossroads. Before we get started, give us a follow and leave a comment. Today we're diving into one of the most bizarre crimes in American history. Seriously, when I first heard about this, I thought someone was pulling my leg. But nope. In 1876, while America was voting for president, two guys with a saw and a wagon were trying to steal Lincoln's corpse. And here's the kicker. They weren't just grave robbers. They had a plan. A twisted, desperate plan that could have changed American history forever. So buckle up, because this story has everything. Criminal masterminds, undercover agents, and one of the most audacious heists ever attempted. Okay, so picture this. It's 1876, and America is obsessed with one thing: fake money. I'm talking counterfeit bills everywhere. And the king of this whole operation? A guy named James Big Jim Kennelly. Now, Big Jim wasn't your typical criminal. This guy was running what was basically the Amazon of counterfeiting. He had it all figured out, except for one tiny problem. His star employee, Benjamin Boyd, the guy who made all the printing plates, got arrested. Without Boyd, Big Jim's empire was crumbling faster than a house of cards. So what does he do? Does he cut his losses? Move on? Start a legitimate business? Oh no, Big Jim had a different plan. And it was absolutely insane. So here's what Big Jim thought. You know what? If the government won't give me back my engraver, I'll just steal the most famous dead guy in America and hold him hostage. I'm not making this up. His plan was to steal Abraham Lincoln's body, hide it, and then demand $200,000, which, by the way, is like $5 million today, plus a full pardon for his buddy Boyd. And here's the thing that'll blow your mind. Lincoln's tomb was basically unguarded. We're talking about the guy who saved the Union, freed the slaves, and is literally on Mount Rushmore, and his grave had the security of a suburban garden shed. One padlock. That's it. No guards, no alarms, nothing. It gets worse. The two guys Big Jim hired for this job? Complete amateurs. We've got Terrence Mullen, a saloon keeper who probably couldn't rob a lemonade stand, and Jack Hughes, a failed counterfeiter who couldn't even fake money properly. These are the masterminds Big Jim trusted with the crime of the century. But here's where it gets really juicy. Remember when I said they almost got away with it? Well, they had no idea they were walking into a trap. See, there was this guy named Louis Swegels who was hanging around, acting all buddy-buddy with the criminals. Except, plot twist, he was working for the Secret Service. And get this irony. The Secret Service was created by Abraham Lincoln himself on the exact same day he was assassinated.
It's like Lincoln was protecting himself from beyond the grave.
So while our criminal masterminds are planning their heist, Swegels is reporting every single detail to Agent Patrick Terrell. The Secret Service knew everything. When, where, how. They were ready. November 7th, 1876, election night. While the rest of America is deciding between Rutherford Hayes and Samuel Tilden, our two geniuses are creeping through Oak Ridge Cemetery with a saw and a chisel. Picture this. It's freezing cold, pitch black, wind howling through the trees. These guys are literally sawing through the padlock on Lincoln's tomb. And inside? A 500-pound cedar coffin that they somehow think they can just carry out. They get inside, they start lifting this massive coffin, and then, bam! Stop right there! Secret Service agents come bursting out of the shadows like something out of an action movie. Our brilliant criminals drop Lincoln's coffin, can you imagine? And bolt into the night. There's this crazy chase scene through a cemetery on election night, with agents running after grave robbers who just tried to steal a president's body. They got away that night, but not for long. Within days, both idiots were in custody. Okay, so here's the part that'll make you lose faith in the justice system. Ready for this? In 1876, there was no law against stealing a dead body. None. Zero. Zilch. So what did they charge these guys with? Attempting to steal a coffin. That's it. The penalty? 1 year in prison, 1 year, for trying to steal Abraham freaking Lincoln. The newspapers went absolutely crazy. Headlines everywhere. People were outraged. I mean, you could get more jail time for stealing a horse than for trying to steal a president. But here's where the story gets really interesting. This whole fiasco exposed just how vulnerable our national treasures really were. So what did they do? They spent the next 25 years secretly moving Lincoln's body around his own tomb. like some kind of presidential shell game. Nobody knew where he actually was at any given time. Finally, in 1901, they said enough is enough. They got a small group of trusted workers, swore them to absolute secrecy, and did the ultimate reburial. 10 feet underground in a steel cage under several tons of concrete. Lincoln wasn't going anywhere. But here's the spine-tingling part. Before they sealed him up forever, they opened the coffin one last time to make sure it was really him. And after 36 years, Lincoln looked like he was just sleeping, perfectly preserved. Can you imagine being in that room? This whole crazy story changed everything. The Secret Service, which started as anti-counterfeiting agents, suddenly realized they needed to protect more than just money. They needed to protect the symbols of America itself. And ironically, the agency that Lincoln created to fight fake money ended up becoming the people who protect presidents today. It all came full circle. Think about it. If these guys had actually succeeded, we'd be living in a completely different world. Can you imagine the conspiracy theories? The national trauma? The embarrassment? So there you have it, the most insane crime that almost happened in American history. 2 bumbling criminals, 1 desperate counterfeiter, and a plot so ridiculous it sounds like a comedy movie. But here's what I want to know. What do you think would have happened if they'd actually pulled it off? How different would our history be? Let me know in the comments below. And if this story blew your mind like it did mine, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell because we've got tons more incredible true stories coming your way. Trust me, history is way weirder than fiction. Until then, stay curious, stay skeptical, and remember, the truth is always stranger than fiction. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to check out these other crazy historical stories, and I'll see you next time on History Crossroads.